And after tragedies like Saturday's mass shooting in Colorado Springs, the same question always comes up. What more can be done to prevent something like this from ever happening again?
And Colorado's passed a number of gun laws in recent years, yet horrible gun violence continues.
Denver 7 political reporter Megan Lopez takes a closer look at how effective the changes have been and what could be coming next.
Too many times our state has been at the forefront of the gun debate because too many times, too many places in Colorado have become synonymous with tragedy. Littleton, Aurora, Boulder, Colorado Springs.
We certainly have a really unfortunate, really extensive history with mass violence, both in Colorado in general, of course, and then also in Colorado Springs specifically.
It's a city that's seen 3 separate mass shootings since 2007. In the years since, a lot of Colorado laws have changed. Laws.
It is a public health crisis.
Senator-elect Tom Sullivan has been spearheading after his son Alex was killed in the Aurora theater shooting.
We have legislated gun violence prevention, by tragedies.
After the Boulder King Super shooting in 2021, lawmakers changed several laws, but this year
it became quite obvious to me that we weren't going to be allowed to even say the word guns on the House floor. The governor never talked about it during his State of the State address.
But he doesn't want to wait, so this month he and 21 other Democratic state lawmakers formed a gun prevention caucus with a goal of streamlining solutions.
I think the first step on it is actually getting the conversation, getting the people who are impacted daily by that to know that their voices are being heard.
While he pushes for more conversations and change,
We haven't had red flag laws all that long.
others like Chris Konopke are studying the effects of current ones, like Colorado's red flag law. An Associated Press analysis found Colorado has one of the lowest rates of using the law. Courts have issued 151 gun surrenders in the 2 years that it took effect.
And we don't know whether that means that we're doing it the right amount or too little or too much.
Also in that time, though, 37 counties here have declared themselves to be Second Amendment sanctuaries, like El Paso County, which signed this resolution in 2019.
Now, that doesn't actually have any bearing on whether a red flag petition could be petitioned for or granted, but we can logically think that that has a chilling effect.
A chilling effect, discouraging people from filing for one, something Konopke believes creates confusion in communities. Sullivan says the law is being used as much as they anticipated when crafting it, but he's open to change.
Other states have broader stuff, have mental health. Their doctors, psychiatrists have the ability to file and put that paperwork together. We don't have that in Colorado. Maybe that might be something, we can look at.
Too many times our state has been at the forefront of the gun debate. Too many places here have become the namesake of tragedy. Changes have been made, but even more could be on the way as Colorado copes with loss once again. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
And for another perspective on Colorado's red flag law, Governor Jared Polis addressed the law while on The View this morning.
What this should trigger is law enforcement can then seek a red flag or extreme risk protection order just to remove custody of guns from somebody who might be dangerous, right? So not convicted of a crime, but in a mentally dangerous state. And that's what we'd like to see more of. It's really up to local law enforcement. And in this case, it really looks like we should take a second use at how our local sheriffs use this law to protect people when there's these kinds of threats and danger.
And the governor said he spent yesterday talking to survivors and families of the 5 people who died. He also said he talked to the owners of Club Q and says he wants to be there when the club reopens.